If you want to easily grow your Instagram profile this year, get more followers, would it be for social proof or simply to help more people get in front of your content and business, this is the video you'll want to watch. Facebook recently released a way for you to directly bring people and optimize for your Instagram profile. So I want to show you exactly how to set up one of these campaigns in today's video. And if you don't yet know who I am, you're new to the channel, my name is Justin and I'm the founder at paidadvertising.com, an online marketing growth firm specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. We've profitably spent over $12 million on ads in the last couple of years and are on track to spend another $5 million this year on Facebook alone. So with that said, let's get straight into it. So the first step is you're going to head over to your ads manager. You're going to open up adsmanager.facebook.com, select your right ad account. Now you're going to undergo on campaigns, click the green create button, and you're going to select the objective called traffic, because now, as you can see, it says it right here, good for Instagram profile visits. Traditionally in the past, so up until a couple of weeks ago, the only way you had to run ads essentially straight to your Instagram profile was to have, yes, traffic ads, but you wanted to optimize for link clicks and essentially simply have a link to your Instagram profile. But there wouldn't really be any tracking done besides that point, meaning the only thing Facebook would track is how many people clicked on your link. It wouldn't really track how many people ended up on your profile, not even how many people really followed your profile. Whereas now, Facebook has an objective for you to track how many people not only click on the link, but how many people end up looking through your profile, which is what you want to do essentially as of right now. You can't yet optimize just like Facebook does when it comes to page likes, right? So if you wanted to optimize for Facebook page likes, you could go and create an engagement campaign. You would see it right here, right? Page likes is one of these events that you can optimize for, meaning Facebook not only recognizes the people that click on the link that end up on your Facebook page, but it optimizes for people that actually click on like on the page, right? That follow your page. Whereas for Instagram, for now, we're limited to profile visits, but nonetheless, much better than we were in a couple of weeks ago. So I would create right here. So I would hit continue. I typically still do a manual traffic campaign just because I like to remain in control over the campaign structure. And then I'd hit continue one more time. So here, I really wouldn't touch much at the campaign level. I would head straight to the ad set level. And at the ad set level, you can see the conversion location right here. You have Instagram profile, which is send traffic to your Instagram profile, which is what we want to select right here. So we're going to select this objective. We're going to scroll down a little bit. And then in terms of daily budget, it's really up to you and depending on your strategy, right? So here, first and foremost, when it comes to the locations, you have different choices. Now, that is going to depend what type of followers you want to get or what type of objective essentially you're aiming for. Do you want volume? Do you just want to build social proof? So I recommend if you're any style of starting business, I recommend you get at least like 1,000 followers initially to your page, right? Same thing as your Facebook page. I'd recommend you get about 1,000 likes at the minimum at the start. Now, the only reason you want to get these likes or followers isn't to have potential purchasers. It's just to have social proof. It's hard to trust as a consumer a brand or business that doesn't have that many followers. A lot of us will default to thinking they're not legit. So what you would want to do if that is your objective, you would want to select your targeting right here. I would remove, as an example, the country I'm from, Canada, and you're going to want to include worldwide. The way to do so, by the way, because sometimes if you just type worldwide, you get some random stuff, right? Like if I type worldwide, you'd see like some places that are actually called worldwide. You just want to click on browse, go to countries and click on select all, right? So I'm going to unselect all, but I would click select all right here and then worldwide would appear. That way, whenever I advertise right here, typically third world countries are going to see more of my ads, which means a much lower cost per profile visit, a much lower cost per Facebook page like if that was my optimization. So I'm going to click on worldwide. I'm one big advocate for broad targeting when it comes to running any form of ad. So I typically wouldn't show like more options. So because technically if I remove this, I could switch right here to original audience options and I would be able to add interests or custom audiences. Honestly, I don't really do that anymore. I leave it completely broad no matter what my objective is. If in this case, I want to get more granular followers. So I actually want to get followers or profile visits that are more targeted. So people that would potentially buy from my business. Well, I probably don't sell worldwide, right? So if I'm in the e-commerce space, I might sell across the US. So I wouldn't want to pick worldwide. I'd pick the United States. If I own a local business, perhaps I just want to advertise in my city. So I could remove worldwide and only put a pin in my city and put like a 50-mile radius around it. But do keep in mind that the more narrow you go, so the narrower you are with your targeting, the more expensive this is going to be for you to run, right? So that's why I'm telling most people people. If you have a page starting from absolutely zero, start with worldwide, get yourself up to 1,000 followers. You can technically expect, so as a page like on Facebook, usually you can expect one page like to be about 1 cent. So technically, or typically I should say, when you're doing a worldwide targeting for a Facebook page like, the cost per like is going to be anywhere from like 1 cent all the way to about 10 cents. Whereas sometimes it can go as high as $1 if you target, let's say, a certain city, right? It's very similar costs essentially for Instagram profile visits. So in this case, I'm going to leave it to worldwide. Minimum age, you can set it essentially to how low you want this to go. So in this case, right, either 18 to 25 is kind of the minimum age you can set right there. So I'm going to leave it to 18 because again, I want to go completely broad. I don't necessarily want to limit that much. If you absolutely want to make sure you're only targeting people who are not yet active followers, you could exclude them right here. So as an example, in this case, if you want to make sure that only people that follow your Instagram account or that do not follow your Instagram account, I should say, see your ads, you'd want to exclude them from your campaigns right here. So the way to exclude them, and I highly recommend you create an audience of that sort, you would temporarily exit out of that campaign. You'd want to click on audiences right here. If it doesn't yet appear on your sidebar, go to all tools and then click on audiences either at the top or through the list. So I'm going to click on audiences right there. From there, you're going to want to click on create an audience. You're going to want to click on custom audience. From here on out, you're going to want to click on meta sources, Instagram account. Next, so you'd want to pick your Instagram account here from the source. Under events, you're going to want to click on this. You would want to select the first one, which is account sender accounts who started following this professional account. In other words, it's any followers that are actively following your account. So you're going to click on this. On your audience name, I would simply call that like IG all followers. And then you're going to click on create audience. Now give it a couple of minutes, probably 5 to 15 minutes, I'd say, because this is going to populate. Initially, you won't see the exact audience size that is going to be on there, but it's still going to tell you available for use as it's populating. So now we're going to head back to the campaigns level, click back on the traffic campaign you just made, go back to the ad set. I'm going to scroll all the way back down right here. Under essentially my targeting options, I'm going to exclude now. If I go IG all followers, I would select that. And now let's run some math real quick, right? I set my daily budget to 20 bucks. You can put it lower than that, but I just want to do the math essentially with the highest number that this is going to show me. So let's just say I get actually 22,000 people to see my ads in a day, right? So 22,000 people, assuming you have a average click-through rate of about 1%, okay? So I'm going to times that by 1%. This would mean I'm going to get about 220 people to my profile. Obviously, the better your click-through rate, the higher this can be, especially if you're targeting worldwide. Typically, your click-through rate might be slightly higher. So again, if let's just say I improve that, I double it, I get that to 2%. Now I got 440 people that end up on my profile. Let's say about half of them end up following me. That's about, in this case, 220 people that would follow me daily on Instagram, which would amount to about 10 cents per follow in this case, right? So keep in mind, I'm just doing some rough stats and estimate from what I'm seeing here in the estimated daily results based on industry averages when it comes to click-through rate. Now, at the ad level in itself, it can really be simple. I would make a very simple ad that says, what would people get out of following you? As simple as that. So in my case, let's say I'm a marketer. I post a bunch of marketing tips. I help people grow their businesses. Well, I can make a simple ad essentially around that. So as an example, I just went to ChatGPT, used DALL-E to make a very simple ad created right here. As of somebody in my audience, right? Like let's say my audience are probably internet marketers. They've just discovered the most interesting page. So I'm going to save that up and use that as an ad right here. So I'm going to go back right here, add a media. And when you add the media, essentially it's going to ask you, do you want to allow enhancements or not? In this case, I will. Honestly, I don't really mind. So there you go. This is going to be my ad. And then I can make a very simple piece of copy, right? So I could go back to ChatGPT for that matter and tell it, write me a short form Facebook ad copy inviting internet marketers to follow my Instagram profile for daily marketing tips and advice. There you go. Obviously, this is kind of a shiny piece of copy. It doesn't fully align with what I do, but I'm going to remove a couple of these emojis. There you go. But that in itself could be a great ad for me to run, right? In my case, because again, I'm trying to attract internet marketers. I'm trying to attract people that want to follow my advice. If my goal is only to get more followers, then this is the type of ad I definitely would want to run. And that's it. This is exactly how you set up an ad to increase your follower count on Instagram this year. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are an e-commerce brand owner watching this video, you want to partner with a paid ads partner on Facebook, TikTok, and or Google, click the link down below and book in a call to speak with our team today at paidadvertising.com. With that being said, if you want to learn more about our marketing tips and some of our marketing strategies here that we use at the agency, also check out the link down below and join our free school community. On that note, I'm going to wish you an amazing day. Check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace.